Hi, I'm QDC. What we're about to build today is Italy's Panzer I tank, and this is in 1/35th scale. This particular kit is about 30 years old, and Italy has reissued this kit and at the same time stopped it as well. And so you can still find this kit on the market if you look hard enough. You can probably find it on eBay. Now the reason why I'm building this particular kit is because of its rich history. In my opinion, I think this is a very important tank for the German military. And the reason why is because this is a training tank. Before Hitler's famous blitzkrieg tactics were used, they had to practice on something. The Panzer III's and Panzer IV tanks weren't ready for use yet, and so in the meantime, Hitler's army was practicing their blitzkrieg tactics on wooden mock-up tanks, basically wheeled vehicles like a car or truck to make it look like a tank. And that didn't work out too well. And so they needed a tank now to practice on their blitzkrieg tactics, so they could actually use the Panzer III's and Panzer IV tanks for real to invade Poland and France, for example. So this came into the picture. The original Panzer I tank did look like an actual training tank. It was an open top tank, and just basically people would just hop right in and were practicing on their blitzkrieg tactics. But later on, they did put a armor superstructure right on top of it with the turret, and it did see actual combat. Now, the combat success of the Panzer I tank wasn't that good at all, but that didn't worry the German military because they knew that the Panzer I tank wasn't going to be a successful tank. The Panzer III's and Panzer IV's were going to be the successful tanks, and so when this tank became obsolete, they did convert this tank for other uses, such as the Panzerjäger tank, and also they use it for ammunition supply as well, and other uses. So let's go ahead and build this particular tank, this model, right now. And shame on you for doing that, Buster. Let's take a look inside this box. We have the decal, one plastic bag containing all the parts. That includes the lower hull, upper hull, and the tracks. And the instruction sheet. Okay, so we finished building the model kit, and now it's time for me to show you what I think about this kit so far. Take a look. This is the computer model kit before painting and weathering, and this is a good model kit for its age. This is an older model, but the details are pretty good for its time. I like the suspension system with all the wheels, and it just looks really convincing. And I like the details on the hull. This model kit is very good for the beginner and for those of you who are nostalgic for building a classic model kit like this one. It's time for me to paint the model. Okay, so before we start painting the model tank, I want to build and paint the figure first. Building and painting the figure can be a little bit boring, so I have a solution. I'm going to use some magic to speed up the process. What I have in my hand is Magic Wand, and I'm going to use it to speed up the process by performing magic. So I'm going to turn on my Magic Wand, and now I'm going to perform some magic.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning, I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? The fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning, I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
It's time for me to paint the model. I already gave the entire model a coat of black primer, and now I'm going to use my airbrush and start painting the model kit. I just finished the first part of the painting process, and as you can well see, all the surfaces have different bright colors. And the reason why I did that is to give it some visual interest. I'm going to keep on dry brushing brown to give the entire model a very used appearance. Using a sponge that has paint in it, I'm going to make chipping effects. I just finished adding rust streaks and rain streaks on the model by using oil paints, and I added mud on the tracks by mixing tile grout and static grass together. The model is all finished, and now it's time for me to build the diorama. It's time for me to stain the base. What you're looking at is a trophy plaque that I bought at my local craft store. I already pre-stained the wood, and now I'm going to use the actual stain to give it a nice appearance. I just finished making this tree, and it wasn't hard. What you're really looking at is a root of a lavender plant that I removed from my front yard, and these leaves are moss that I purchased at my local craft store. And so what I've done was I glued the moss using white glue onto the roots of this lavender plant, and it looks realistic like a real tree. I'm using tile grout as my ground material. I ordered this brass plaque from eBay, and it looks pretty good. Alright, so we built the model kit, we painted it, we weathered it, and even we made a diorama out of it. So now it's time for me to show you the entire model kit from the beginning to the end. Take a look. This is a completed model kit after painting, weathering, and building the diorama, and I really did enjoy this particular project. I am amazed about how the weathering technique on this model really brought out the nice details on this old model kit. I especially like the paint chips that I made and the mud effects I've done on the tracks and inside the this area right here. it just looks very convincing. And of course, painting the figure and making this tree really adds a nice touch to this diorama. This is a very nice project that I've done, and I am proud of myself for making this model kit to look nice. That completes this model project. What you're about to see is a video slideshow of the entire model kit, but before I go, as always, just because I put this video here on YouTube, it doesn't make me a model kit expert. I am not an expert. I'm just a regular guy just like you. So I hope this video encouraged you to build a model kit of your own. And so, we're all done. I'm QDC, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.